the whole fire thing is a big schmozzle. We should be scared of fire, but industry is using fire as something to scare us. And I went to the Kofi conference. If I had longer and a beer, I'd tell you the story because it was really funny. But I went to the Kofi conference, and they had extremely wealthy, high-powered media folk there, basically talking to 600 guys in suits about how they could use the fire narrative to make themselves heroes. So that is how the forest industry views that situation. We can save you by logging the forest. That is the rhetoric that is being used, and it's effectively landed in the chief forester's office. And you know, it is a significant problem. There's a science understanding that the way we have logged massively exacerbates the potential for fire by creating even-aged, especially in the central interior where we killed every deciduous tree, which naturally there was a mosaic of different ages and forest types. Deciduous trees are full of water and they don't burn. But we kill them with glyphosate because we think that they compete with the conifers. And so that practice for 40 years has made that landscape extremely vulnerable to fire. But right now we have, you know, the industry lobbies are going to our regional districts and telling them that they need to support forestry because they're going to save us from fire. So getting your head around that and pushing back, the regional district is deciding next week whether to sign on to a resource works thing or not, right? Check it out. We can, again, like as part of that transition, we need to never clear cut again because it impacts the way climate change hits the ground. You clear cut the forest, climate change hits the ground instantly and heats up the soil and heats up the water. That is bad. It's going to happen anyway, but it's going to happen more slowly if you have a closed canopy. If we can reduce fire risk, take out some trees, and you know, we have to change our model of how we use those trees in order to use what we would call a pre-commercial thin right now, but we actually have to figure out how to use those trees. Because right now we take the big trees and leave the scratty little trees, and that's completely the wrong way around. Right? So there is a way to do that and have it be positive. Salvage logging is a disaster. The way we do it, because we don't plan it, we pay no stumpage on it, so they love to do it, and we don't stop them logging the live trees when they salvage log.